Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Rivalz, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the best guns in Call of Duty regarding the patch that we just recently came out with. Now, before I start, I just want to tell you guys that this all is opinionated. It is based upon my play style, how I play, and this could differ being different play styles. So if you guys play different than I do, then you might disagree with these guns, but for the most part, I think that the opinions that I have should be a little bit well-rounded, because I did try and play with as many of the guns that were patched recently as I could, so I could get this video out to you guys and try and have it to be as accurate as possible. So the first guns that I'm going to talk about are the ones that were actually nerfed, and the first gun that I am going to talk about is the Pharaoh. And regarding the patch, this really didn't do much to the Pharaoh. It's still about the same, the 4-round burst. I don't really think it had anything to do with the damage or the range or anything like that. Maybe just a little bit of the optical side, or how fast you can pull up the weapon or something like that. But I really don't think it did anything to the damage or the range or anything like that. So the Pharaoh is pretty much the same. I would say you guys can use that confidently as you did before, and you're really not going to have any problems with it. So the next one that I want to talk about is the XR2, and the XR2 is about the same way as the Pharaoh is. It's the same. There really was no big nerf. It really didn't do anything to the damage or the range. It's still a one-shot, 3-round burst kill most of the time. Maybe 2-round shots, just depending on the angle or how far you are away from your enemy or something like that. But most of the time, it's really going to be the same as it was before. There's really no big difference between the Pharaoh and the XR2. They're both the burst guns, and most burst guns in this game are really, really good. So I don't really think the nerf had much to do on those guns. However, the last gun that I do want to talk about is the VMP. And the VMP beforehand was really overpowered in my opinion. I know I really got killed a lot with it in some domination games and stuff like that. And it really did seem kind of unfair. But with this nerf, they nerfed this VMP a lot. It's still probably the best submachine gun to rush with. But as far as how easily you could kill somebody before, I think they really nerfed that a lot. Regarding the other two, they really didn't nerf the range that much. However, with the VMP, I really do think they tried to take down the damage in the range, and it wasn't more of just like an optical sight or how fast you can pull it up or anything like that. So overall, I really think the XR2 and the Pharaoh are still about the same. However, the VMP is nerfed a little bit, which isn't my favorite because I'm not much of a rusher. I'm a more assault rifle guy, kind of stay back and shoot from a range, so that's kind of good for me. Now, the next ones that I want to talk about are the buffs, and the buffs really excited me on how they did these things, and it really, the first one that I do want to talk about is the Razorback. And since before the buff, the Razorback was on, it took a little bit to kill somebody, a little bit more than I think it should have. And I really thought this gun had an unfair advantage against the other ones, and I really don't think that was fair because this gun is actually really, really good, and I really think that this gun should have had a fair advantage. And with this buff pack, they really did make this gun to where it had more of an advantage. So with the buff, this gun is absolutely amazing. I mean, it's a really, really huge buff in this one, and I think they did increase the range and the damage a little bit. And I think they even maybe made it to where you could pull up the weapon a little bit faster. So overall, this Razorback is a ton better than what it was before. If you used the Razorback before and you really didn't like it, I suggest that you give it another chance now that this buff came out, because I could almost guarantee you that even if you didn't like it before, you're going to fall in love with it now, because they really did do a whole lot to it, and I really think that you guys should give it a chance if you didn't like it before. Now, the second one I want to talk about is the HVK 30, and the HVK 30 before patch really wasn't all that good. It bounced around a lot when you're trying to shoot it, really rough recoil, and I really didn't I gave it a time of day for a couple matches, and then after that I really didn't enjoy it so much, so I just kind of left that one go. And after the patch, I mean, it's still a decent weapon. They really didn't do a whole lot to it, and the ICR is still a lot better than the HVK in my opinion, even after patch. So I'm probably still not going to give this weapon a time of day, but I might try it in the future to see if it kind of sorts my needs, but I highly doubt it will. And the last one that I want to talk about is the KMR shotgun. I really don't use shotguns, but I wanted to try this one out for you guys so I could get an accurate video out for you. And the KMR shotgun before was you had to get 2 hit markers, and then the third hit marker was a kill. But now it's 1 hit marker, and the second shot is a kill. Now, with that said, that does mean that you have to be in a reasonable range that a shotgun would kill. You can't shoot somebody that's halfway across the map and expect to get it in 2 shots. But Now, if you're in reasonable range, you can two-shot kill them, and that's going to make it a lot easier for people that want to rush around with shotguns. As long as you're not halfway across the map, you'll be able to kill somebody in a couple shots. So if you guys did enjoy this video or it helped you in any way, please give it a like. And if you're signed into a YouTube account and you want to like these videos and you want to keep up with the videos that I'm going to post in the future, just subscribe. And before I go, I just want to ask you guys a question. I know I don't have that big of a fan base, but I just wanted to know if you guys want to see more like zombies, kind of Easter egg videos, or if you like these videos that kind of inform you on the up-to-date patches and guns that are going to be better, and maybe even if you want to see like some class setups, in my opinion, or some best guns in the future, something like that. But I realize that I don't have that big of a fan base, and I'm hoping to change that soon. But for the people that do watch me, please just leave me some feedback in the comments, and tell me which kind of videos you would like to see best. If you want to see the Easter eggs, or if you want to see some informative multiplayer videos, either one, or I can even do both if that's what you guys want to see. But again, if you guys did enjoy the video, please give it a like, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Thank you.